Hey, everybody. It is Leslie Pogue, your happy chick here with your Hear Your Truth Tuesday. Welcome to another week. This week, I am talking about how would you show up if you had your own personal stylist. Now, stylists actually, I don't know what a stylist does, to be honest with you. I do know they dress celebrities, they dress professional people, and they find different outfits that accentuate their brand, basically. So they highlight them. As we know from the red carpets, there are hits and misses, but a stylist job, ideally, I would think, is to make you look your best at whatever event or whatever um, however you're presenting yourself, right? So that said, what if you had your own personal stylist? How would you show up in the world that if that was the case? We look at celebrities and we think about how they show up, what um, what brands they promote, how they collaborate with other brands, with other companies, with organizations. So think about that for you. Think about going into next year, think about how you want to collaborate, how you want your personal brand. You don't have to be a celebrity or an Instagram celebrity or TikTok celebrity to have your own personal brand. It's like I've said before, what is your billboard? When you go out into the world, what are you selling? Are you selling someone that is confident? Are you selling someone that is insecure? Are you selling someone that is curious, exciting, happy? What is the image you want to portray going forward? And so take some time to think about that. The beautiful thing about now is models, when I was coming up, models were like, 6 feet tall, 120 pounds. Like, no, it was near impossible. So now you have images of all body types, all body styles. So look through magazines, look at television, choose someone that you admire and look at their style and see how they do things. Everything doesn't have to be designer. There are so many ways to get knockoffs or even get designer fashion at, regular prices. So think about how you want to show up in the world. Now, that's the superficial part. Dig a little deeper and think about you. Who are you? You know, who are you and who do you want to be going forward? What brought you to this point may not get you to where you want to go. Chances are it won't. And so you want to sit down and really think about what life has looked like for you up till now. I always talk about how I want my second 30 years to be different than my first 30. And when I say that, I mean from 20 to 50. So from 50 to 80, I want that to be a happier, more fulfilled life. 20 to 50 was tough. I won't get into the details. If you followed me, you know some of it. But 20 to 50 was tough. And I don't want the second half of my life to be that. Now, to be fair, the 53-year-old, almost 54-year old that sits before you today, I never saw her coming. I think that I've grown into an amazing human being. And that's not, actually, it is kind of tooting my own horn, and I suggest you do the same. But that's the thing. The person you are today might not be the person you set out to be or you plan to be, for better or worse. So here's an opportunity to really sit down and think about the next phase of your life, wherever you are in that phase. I'm at a place of menopause. I have no children, even though I wanted children in my life. I have no spouse, even though I wanted a spouse in my life. I have a career, I have friends, I have a great network, I've mended relationships with my family. So think about those areas that kind of fell away for whatever reason. And if you're a younger person, you're just getting started or you're just kind of starting to get into your rhythm, think about what you want life to look like for you. Like, think total big picture, but don't put any limits on it. I know my generation and probably baby boomers as well, we were taught that you go to school, you get married and or get a job, you stay at that job until retirement, you retire, set aside some money for that, you retire, and then you die, basically. Now there's some stuff in between, but that's the basic trajectory of your life. And it doesn't have to be that way anymore. The technology and the uh, the resources that we have now have allowed so many more opportunities. So think about, and here's the asterisk, it will change, chances are, right? Especially if you are younger. If you're an older person, myself, 50, even 60, 70, 50, you could still change too, but 60, 70, it might stay pretty much the same on your plans. But if you're a younger person, 20, 30, 40, even 50, things are going to change as you progress. But think about what you truly want. And that takes reflection. That takes you to that takes sitting down and really going inside and deep inside on what you want your life to look like. Now keep in mind, you might achieve your goals and it might not look the way you expected it to look, but you still might be successful, or you might have achieved what you set out to achieve. Good, bad, or indifferent. Keep that in mind. Because the life we have is the life we made, whether we intended to do it that way or not. So keep that in mind. But if you had your own personal stylist, what would it take to give you that confidence, to get rid of that imposter syndrome, to get rid of the anxiety and the shame of being who you truly are, right? How would that look in the world? Would that be wearing more makeup, being more flamboyant with your outfits? Would that be, I mean, I got to tell you, naked is the new black now. So I don't encourage that. But hey, if that's the style, if that's your style, if that's who you've been hiding for so long, then think about that. Think about how you want to show up in the world and work toward that in 2023. This whole month is really talking about getting ready for the next year, thinking about the holidays, and really taking some time to be reflective on yourself. Take the time. This is a perfect opportunity before we start going into a year. Again, I don't recommend a resolution. I recommend a goal, a plan, a dream, whatever, and work toward that. But think about how you want to show up. Do you want to be in better shape? Start thinking about that. Are you totally fine with your body image, but you need a little update on the fashion, or you need an update on the makeup? I know for a while I was going out and people kept mistaking me for people's moms, and that was including my own. Okay, that was not acceptable. I went out with my mom and someone said to me, "Oh, you and your daughter look just alike." Hello, that's my mom. Don't appreciate that. And the same with a friend. I was out with a friend and a lady said, "Oh, is this your mom with you?" You know what? That woke me up to say, hey, I'm doing something very, very wrong if people are thinking I'm somebody's mom. So, especially my mother's mother, right? We need to fix that. So, change the hairstyle, although you can't tell now because I need a haircut. Change the hairstyle, put on a little makeup, change your clothes, your posture, whatever. But just recognize, listen to the messages you're getting. And if you don't like them, change them. Okay. So I hope that was helpful for your Hear Your Truth Tuesday. Think about having your own personal stylist and think about how you can do that for yourself. But deeper than that, think about how you want to show up in the world in a more authentic and truthful way so that you can eliminate some of that anxiety and some of that imposter syndrome that you walk around with because you're not being who you truly are. All right. Always reach out to me if you have any questions or you want to just chat, you want to get to know me, want to know what's going on, or you want my guidance, my coaching. You can reach me on Facebook at LP Speak, at Instagram at LP Speak, and on TikTok at LP Speak. So as always, until next time, have an amazing week and go be do.